Hi everybody, today we're going to talk about Hameen, Chulent, and how you prepare it properly on Shabbat halachically.
So this is what is known as a kira. In the times of the Talmud, they used such ovens. The inside is hotter, and the top is usually used to preserve a medium temperature. Today, we use regular charcoal coals, but back in the day, they used wood coals. So say after a couple of hours, you notice the coals not being as ferocious as you would like them to be, you would just take one of these and stoke the coals, blow it, mix it. This act brings back the life and the heat of the coals.
The rabbis were afraid that people come to stoke the coals on Shabbat habitually. Even people with good intention to keep Shabbat could fall into the trap of habit and stoke the coals. The rabbis came up with a simple solution. They made a new law which read, you may not put a pot on the oven top, even on Friday, unless the coals have been either covered or shied away. Moving the coals aside is called garuf. Covering the coals with a layer of earth is called katum. What both of these permitting measures achieve is that we have a visual reminder or an obstacle ensuring our pots are not directly over flames consisting of halachic hazards. Now fast forward 2,000 years. By inventing the plata, what we achieved is a cooking method which has no dials in which you could switch and adjust the temperature of something, which is a problem on Shabbat. Also, it's easy to cover with aluminium foil, making sure that it's not considered directly upon a living flame.
Yo, make way for the king, the crockpot's in the building!
So some poskim say there is no problem with a crockpot, but others rule that there is a problem with a crockpot. The best solution is to take a bunch of aluminium foil balls, just to roll up like 3 or 4 of them like this, and place them in. Right? This ensures that there's a gap between the pot and the heat source. Don't forget, you gotta remove the dial to make sure that there's no temperature adjustment option. Not everything is noticeable in the beginning, but there is a silent cooker, a silent transgression of Shabbat, a way to cook in which we barely notice that we're cooking. And it is covering the lid of a pot on Shabbat of something which is not fully cooked. Because by opening the lid, I am reducing the temperature of the pot. And by closing the lid once again, I am increasing the temperature within the pot, which rushes the process of cooking. Now you might say, that's only if the inside of the pot is not fully cooked. And you're right. So, if the inside of the pot is not fully cooked, then I would be cooking it by closing the lid. But if the inside of the pot is fully cooked already, it's, let's say, late on Friday night, then I wouldn't be cooking it. You could open the lid, close the lid, because you can't cook what's already cooked. By the way, same thing goes for aluminium pans. If you were to take an aluminium pan and cover it with aluminium foil on the plata on Shabbat, that would be the same as closing the lid and cooking on Shabbat. But let's not forget that this is only a problem if what's inside your aluminium pan or your pot is not fully cooked. But if it is fully cooked, then you could feel free to remove the lid and close it. There's another silent way to cook things on Shabbat. Also mixing. By mixing the pot, you're taking things which are less cooked from the top and putting it on the bottom. That's a problem of magas. Now some poskim write that if the pot is fully cooked, then there's nothing to worry about. You know what? Let's make a rule altogether. Nobody touches anything on the plata on Friday night unless we know that it's absolutely fully cooked. So stay tuned and let's continue stagging together.